who is watching this video. My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI from the beautiful and fantastic country, United Republic of Tanzania, and this is our national flag. I would like to welcome you into my fantastic and official YouTube channel called the Online Undergrad POLYINSTIT of Tanzania, in square bracket Olenjolaim. So I'd like to spend couples of the minutes just to explain the visions of this channel, and then we go straight forward to the video of today's lesson. So this is the abbreviations of undergraduate. So in this YouTube channel, I'll be teaching undergraduate students worldwide, globally, but my point of focus is for United Republic, but all the students who are doing undergraduates, whether abroad or have been using the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. So poly, this is the abbreviations of polytechnic. So in my mind, in me, there are the institutions, or there is a university, or there are the undergraduate institutions, which is polytechnic, which I'm thinking that to have an institutions, or to have a polytechnic institutions where students, they can do 3 courses, or even 3 programs, or two programs according to their level. Maybe you can do bachelor in engineering, at the same time you are doing bachelor in mathematics. So that is what in my mind. So, and this is the abbreviation of institutions. Yes, it is institution because it is specializing in particular area of Tanzania. So this is the place where you can find this POLYINSTIT. Currently, we don't have a physical institutions or polytechnic institutions. So we are using online. So it means that no physical meeting with the students, and using the software and the digital tools to make sure that we deliver this concept to you. So simply the meanings or what the concept in my mind is Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, in square bracket Olenjolaim. This is my official name. So we'll be meeting with engineering, undergraduate engineering students and science students in this YouTube channel. So the main problem that I'm solving is I pursued my undergraduate studies at Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, well, one of the institutions, high institutions in the United Republic of Tanzania. And then when I was studying there, I realized, or I noticed a critical problems which encountering the engineering students, engineering and science students, because we had some other students who doing the lab science and technology. So it means that we were engineers and the scientists, or we are engineers and scientific students, right? So what I examined that I find many students experience the problems of understand, they fail to understand the modules of engineering mathematics in higher, we call it the higher diploma engineering mathematics. And then I had some of my A-level classmates that we studied together at both secondary schools, who did their undergraduate studies in different other universities. So example, University of Dar es Salaam, University of, you call it SUA, University of Agriculture. Some of them they did it at the University of Dodoma. Some of them they did it at Arusha Technical, St. Joseph, different universities. So what I noticed that in all of us, we noticed the same problem, that many students fail to understand because of the different reasons. So if you want to know some of the reasons, just look the introduction video when I explained in detail what are the main reasons. So now I have been solving these problems for my institutions at the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, but now I plan now to do the national program and even the continental programs, because this material in this channel might be used in any countries or in any undergraduate institutions in Africa, in Europe, in America, in Australia, and also in Asia. Okay. So that's the problems I'll be solving is this. I'll be using different techniques, different teaching aids, different approach, different methods, and different engineering and scientific language to take the complex concepts in engineering mathematics, break them into simpler and simpler and simpler and more useful on solving real world problems. Because we used to go to schools or to institutions to undergraduate level in order to solve problems proportional or even greater than this, that are complex than the level or the capacity of thinking of undergraduate graduate. It means that all called undergraduate students. We call them just means graduate of undergraduate program. Okay, so I'll be using that to teach, to assist you, to help you, to solve many problems, to just give you the directions, to give the contents, and using different ways, and allow you to give you much time of asking questions, and you'll be using the comment sections to ask questions, and you may use it in comment section to have group discussions with some other students around the globe or within the nations or even in other countries. So that's the thing, or that's the main theme of this channel, and that's the main visions of this channel. So if you are praying for this channel, please focus on that visions, because that is what in my mind, because that is what has been revealed since almost 7 years ago, before I record this video. So the course, now let us come to the video, or to today's sessions. The course I'm teaching is called Statistics for Non-Measures. In some of the institutions, they call it Probability and Statistics. Okay, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about the names, the issues, the contents. The area of study in all of the institutions or all of the universities except the UDOMs, these programs this course of modules is being taught in second semester of the second year. So depends that sometimes, especially for those institutions or colleges who are specializing in computer science or many programs in computer, they might do this course maybe in second semester of the first year. So don't get confused whether you're doing the first year or second year. The issue is check the contents and extracting what you need according to the requirements of your module. So then, in case that, let me leave these lines, then I come at this point, the reference university, because different institutions, they have different course outlines for this module, but the universal one, means that the one that has developed the contents, or the contents for all, which are the subset, which are the contents, which are, we call this just the whole set, is University of Dar es Salaam. UDC means University of Dar es Salaam. That's the reference university will be using on teaching this module, and this course themselves they call this course at the University of Dar es Salaam, we call it Statistics for Non-Measures, for scientists and for engineers. So in case that you need probability, so this is the course I will be teaching for the purpose of knowledge-based competence, right? Knowledge-based. So it's not competence-based knowledge, or based, it means this is knowledge-based training for all the universities who have undergraduate programs in science and also in engineering. They might use this material. In the same channel also I used to teach the modules of probability and statistics by using the reference institutions is UDSM, or what DIT, which is called Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, which is under NACTE, because in our country we have two systems of institutions, or of universities or colleges. We have institutions under NACTE, and also we have universities under TCU, Tanzania Commissions for Universities. So all of the universities under TCU, I'll be teaching them by using the reference of University of Dar es Salaam, the oldest university, it's the first university in our country, okay? So it means that all other universities, the contents of all other, or the contents of engineering and science mathematics, for all other institutions, according to my research, whether it is in Zanzibar University, there's a Karume, or whatever, the Zanzibar Institute, many institutions, many St. Joseph, I reviewed all the year curriculum, so the year prospectus. Then what I found that all the year contents are subset what students at the University of Dar es Salaam cover. So this is the whole thing. So for those mathematicians, they understand that we have the whole set and the subset. So if I will be teaching you these modules, it's more than what even in other universities used to learn. For in case of institutions, join me in the particular playlist that they call the probability and statistics for institution, for higher institution or undergraduate institution, for example, technical. So I use the reference institution, which is the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology. Later, I think that also in this channel, I have also to teach some modules or some courses with the reference university is UDOM, University of Dodoma. So join me and make that such kind of distinction, so you might get the useful material easily and without a lot of hassle. So that's all about it. So this is lecture session 1. So lecture or session 1, I will be having a lot of lectures on session 1. The topic that I'll be teaching is called estimation, which is the 6th chapter. So this is chapter, we call it chapter in the book, or topic 6. So in the sequence, of learning statistics for non-measures at University of Reslam. This is the 6th topic, so you have to cover some other chapter 6 in the book, the reference book that they're using, but actually that this is chapter 4 according to the sequence of the topics that you have to cover. You have to make sure that you watch some other videos where we start with chapter 1 or topic 1, which mentions all the topics that you have to cover in these modules of statistics for non-measures. We have many reference materials, so I would like to ask you to join me. So in case that you hear from your heart, because this is my offering, my national offering to the present generations and the future generations in United Republic of Tanzania, in African continents, in Europe, in America, in Asia, and even in Australia. So this is my offer, my Thanksgiving offering, because God has given me this gift and anointed me, and He has been teaching me a lot about this stuff. So it's a time for me to practice or to teach what He asked me to teach. And I will be trying. Remember that I don't know. This is what I want to make in my introduction, that Olenjolaim does not know everything concerning about the statistical for non-measures. I just know a little portion of it, but I'm ready to transfer and make it your own. And the slogans, I want just to cancel the belief that ministry has been developed in our mind since nursery level to the postgraduate level. We used to have a phrase that mathematics is a national disease. I want to cross that idea. It's not true. Mathematics is the best key tools to solve national real life problems. That's the sentence that I want to say. In Swahili, you say that hesabu ni ugonjwa wa taifa. That's not true. Hesabu is the best subject to solve real life problems for Tanzania. And that's why I'm teaching you and I'm preparing you to solve real life problems in your community. So in case that you want to offer your Thanksgiving offer, that's what the point that I want just to explain before I interrupted with what I have to explain to you. In case you want to feel from your heart that you want to offer free willing Thanksgiving in order for this program to be delivered to the world to help many present and future students free of charge, so charging them, then please send your seed free willing offering. We don't need just like we call it mchango or whatever. No, we don't need mchango. We need something we call it sadaka. So you can send it through this number +25575 9745 9745 331, and the registered name for that mobile transactions is Olenjolaim TAYAI, which is my name. So again, in case that you want to do maybe to send you a seed of a Thanksgiving offering for what I'll be offering to you, in case that you want to use the banking online transactions, then you have to go to the descriptions of this video, and then so you find the information and even the account number and account names and all the details that you need in order to accomplish your mission, like I'm accomplishing my own mission right now to you. So again, in case that, because my classes are very interactive, whether it's physical, I've been teaching undergraduate students for engineering mathematics and even scientific mathematics to engineering to the undergraduate students for almost 5 years before I record these programs online. So I have a little experience of teaching these students, so these beautiful students for our nation, but graduate students, which are actually that they are thousands and thousands. Before I recorded these programs, I touched the life of more than 2,000 undergraduate students. I helped them, they are my alumni, and they will be testifying everywhere that they will be, because they understand what I build in their mind. It's not matter of the boasting, just I'm trying to share some few information. So in order for you to interact with me, just like in a physical class, use the digital methods of asking your questions. Check the comment section there, ask your questions, discuss, and then I will come to the comment sections and answer some of the questions and clarify some of the concepts which are not clear to you. So please join me right now. I don't want to waste much of your time on this session 1 of Statistics for Non-Measure, that's the name of the course. So I would like to begin with the big picture, right? I would like first of all to begin with this concept of this thing. This is the first thing I would like to share with you. Olenjolai's big picture. Olenjolai's big picture. Big picture of what? Of mathematics. So this is the big picture in my mind. So this is what hidden in my mind. So we have a large braid, a large wall braid, which called mathematics. So in these large braids of mathematics, we have two main branches, which I want to present to you soon right now. We have a branch we call pure maths. So if you write like this way, and also we have another braid which we call applied maths. So to continue with this hierarchical order, we say that this is maths, or this is mathematics, the whole braid, and then we take it into two main branches. The first branch we call it pure mathematics. So the first branch we call it pure mathematics. And then the second branch we call it applied. It's not basically applied mathematics. This is applied mathematics. So applied maths. So when we study pure mathematics, we have advanced pure mathematics. Hopefully you did it during your A-level like I do. And also we have some programs, undergraduate programs specialized in mathematics, bachelor in mathematics, bachelor in statistics for undergraduate level. We have also postgraduate studies. So all of those guys after advanced level, they take cover or they take further study on this subject, right, of mathematics. So our focus, we as engineers and scientists, is on this applied maths. We have many branches here. We have many where we said that many areas that we apply mathematics. The first one is what we call the scientific maths, which we are familiar. We studied chemistry, we did a lot of engineering maths. The second area where we can apply. Also, we used to apply engineering in economics mathematics. We have it. Also, we can apply mathematics in medicine, right? So we have special mathematics for medicine. We call it medicine math, etc., etc., etc. We might have many branches as well as or many areas that we apply mathematics. Our area of focus, what is in my mind, is to teach students about scientific mathematics and engineering mathematics. So in this subject now, large braid now, let us take it as a large braid, like the point of mathematics. In this large braid, we have again small three braids. The first one, we have basic. So here we have basic. So we have basic ND. So we have basic, right? Basic, scientific, and the engineering mathematics. Come to you, who is that content prepared for? And then so you have higher, not advanced, higher science and the engineering mathematics. Also we have another branch called advanced, whether advanced science or advanced engineering mathematics. Yes. So these are the three pieces of the braid that we have in scientific and engineering mathematics. So this braid is for diploma, ordinary diploma. So this is for ordinary diploma, right? Ordinary diploma, we call it in short OD students, which is equivalent level with A level or advanced level. At least they don't study too much of mathematics like A level students. And this braid is for higher diploma or advanced diploma, but in previous program or in all the programs, or this is for bachelor bachelor for engineering and science programs, or this is for engineering or bachelor or undergraduate. So this is for bachelor, diploma or bachelor degree, right? So this is all about teaching higher science and engineering mathematics. For advanced science and engineering diploma mathematics, this will entity if we do postgraduate studies. In postgraduate studies, we have masters and doctorate. Fantastic. The good news also is this. Concern about pure mathematics, I have also a YouTube channel called TANZANIA Online, O-Level School, square brackets Olenjolaim. That will be teaching basic mathematics, basic physics, and basic chemistry. And also I have a YouTube channel that called the TANZANIA A-Level Online, TANZANIA Online A-Level Sec Schools. You can search them in YouTube, Sec Schools, in square brackets Olenjolaim. In that channel I used to teach basic applied mathematics for A-level students. I used to teach advanced mathematics, advanced pure mathematics for A-level students. I used to teach advanced physics. I used to teach advanced chemistry for A-level students. Again, starting concerning about this scientific now engineering mathematics, I have also another channel, which will be the first channel with this one. In addition to this one, I have another channel that's called the Online Diploma POLYINSTIT of Tanzania, square brackets Olenjolaim, where I teach basic science and the engineering mathematics for diploma or ordinary diploma for these students who are pursuing science discipline, also science programs and engineering programs. Also, the channel where we are, in this channel we teach about higher scientific and the mathematics and engineering mathematics for advanced diploma, for bachelor or undergraduate students. So this is bachelor or undergraduate. In some of the countries we call this program undergraduate. Okay? Undergraduate. So I don't have a channel for advanced science and engineering mathematics for postgraduate studies. Okay, so let us keep in prayer. Maybe it is in progress because God is not yet finished. Okay, so that's the thing that I want to share. But also, because about other YouTube, I have 6 YouTube official channels. The fifth one is called the Ufalme wa Mbinguni Umekaribia Tanzania, in square bracket Olenjolaim. And the sixth one is called the Kingdoms of Heaven, or the Kingdoms of Heaven is in Tanzania, square brackets Olenjolaim. Those are my 6 official YouTube channel. You can search them on the YouTube. There, in those 2 channels, I used to teach Tanzanians, Africans, Europeans, Americans, Asians, Australians, the secret of the kingdom of heaven from the Bible perspective, not from the dominations or religious perspective. I'm very spiritual, I'm not a religious man. Okay, so I insist here at the student, myself as your teacher, I have to be good, I have to be competent, I have to know the secret in the spiritual knowledge of God, or study of God, and also have to know the secrets of what he applied the science and engineering in the human life. Okay? So I insist you to visit us other channels again and get a lot. So good. So after understanding that Olenjolai's big picture, thank you for understanding. Now I want to take you into another important part. And the second part that I want to share with you, I want to introduce to you, is reference books and materials. This is introductory programs. Don't be bored with introduction informations. I won't be repeating them. I used to mention them in the first lecture and then start this off. Okay. So the reference books and material. You know that if you want to learn something, now we want to learn about engineering and scientific mathematics, or we think for the higher science, and you want to learn higher science, scientific and engineering mathematics for undergraduates now. So we need materials, we need some books. So like myself also as a teacher who is teaching you, I would like also to introduce to you or to mention the books which will help you on learning this concept, because it's a very important tool of learning. The first reference material that you need, you surely find the course outline. or in some of the institutions, they call it sub-enabling outcomes. These are not confidential, sub-enabling outcome. So these are not confidential, students can have, so ask it from your teacher. So authority of your course, your module, right? Your module or your course, regardless of how you call it. So for this case, is statistical probability and statistics of your course. So we need that course outlines or sub-enabling outcomes of your course. So ask it from your local or your physical teacher of your course, and then this is by your, or it's prepared by your, by your university, or by the college where you are studying, by the college, or by the institution where institution where you are studying. And the first reference, because it give you the boundaries. Engineering mathematics and the scientific mathematics is broad. So the outcomes or the course outlines give us the boundaries where you should end, what we need as engineers. So should not exceed our boundaries. Okay. The second reference for this, you need this textbook. It's called Statistics for Scientists. Statistics for Scientists and the engineers. This is the book, Engineers, has been written by one of the lecturer at University of Dar es Salaam, whose name is called by Mohammed A. Rashid. So Mohammed A. Rashid, and he's a PhD holder in mathematics, in pure mathematics. So in departments of mathematics. Okay? So he said that in departments of 40 called in mathematics, University of Dar es Salaam. Mathematics of 40 of UDSM. One of the reference book. Okay? Then introductory statistics. So you need to have a book known as introductory. Introductory statistics. This is the good reference book, and this has been written by, or the author of this book is Barbara Ilowski and Susan. Barbara, so it is Barbara Ilowski and Susan. Okay? That's the third reference book that you need for this, to learn this module. The third reference book is called the Mathematics for Engineers, for Electrical Engineering and Computing by Mary Attenborough. So the first textbook that you need to master this course is called Mathematics. Okay, Mathematics for Electrical Engineers. Mathematics for Electrical Engineers and Computing. Very interesting book on computing. This has been written by Mary. You can find a soft copy or the hard copy. Mary Attenborough. Then the fifth reference, you can use internet or we call them other ways, online books, and the notes. The internet is full with knowledge of engineering mathematics and engineering and the scientific maths. So remember that in most of the courses or engineering courses in university or in knowledge-based universities, they used to have two parts, a lecture and also tutorial. But according to the reference book and the material that have been used in the University of Dar es Salaam, these modules, the best or the recommended book for learning is Statistics for Scientists and Engineers by Mohammed A. Rashid. He provided, means that we'll be doing examples on the lectures, and also we have exercise on each of the topic. So that's why that we say this is topic or chapter 26 according to that book, right? Which has been prepared to teach this course. So again, we need another 6 reference book, or either we can use this material or this book, we call it probability and the statistics. Probability and the statistics. Probability and the statistics for engineers. Probability and statistics for engineers and scientists. And this is 7th edition. Where is the 7th edition? And the author of this book is called the Freudis. Freudis is mathematical. No? By Walpole R.E. Walpole. Hence the first initial of his other names is R.E. So Walpole R.E. Or you may also have this reference book called the John. I use John. Then Freudis is mathematical statistic. John A. These reference books are being also used on preparing this book. John A. Freudis. Freudis is mathematical statistics. Mathematical statistics. Mathematical statistics. And then it should be 6th edition. And the author of this book, the 6 editions, is John. Okay? And then number 8, we need also some references, tables. Okay? And these tables, they have different names. Yes, according to which institutions that they are using. So I'd like to mention these tables because are very important. So we need what we call them statistical tables. And I'd like to mention them. We need a table which most of the resources has been labeled at table 4.4. This one is called the areas, plural, under the curve. Areas under the standard curve. Or this is used the standard curve from 0 to Z. Mostly this we call it normal, standard normal distribution. So at University of Dar es Salaam and some other institution, you might find that this also is called the standard normal distribution table. The first table, and it's the fundamental table that we need for this course, to learn this course. The next one is called the 4.5. In some of the resources, it's called the percentage values. Percentage values. Okay, percentage values, which we call it TP, percentage values, TP. And then we say that for students T, distribution. So some of the sources, this is how they call it, especially for the main of institution like DIT, we call that table 4.5 in that name. But at University of Dar es Salaam, we have a specific name or another names. The other names for table 4.5, which is student T distribution, which we use it for learning the small sample theory concept. So at University of Dar es Salaam, this table 4.5, we call it the values of T at particular degree of freedom. So this alpha is percent degree of what? Degree of freedom. No, this is not a degree, this is error. Okay? And then this is what we call the degree of freedom, which is mu or V. So degree of freedom. So that is, we call this the probable error, which it may be 0.01 or 0.05. We'll learn later. The third table, we call it table 4.6. And this one, some of the sources, they call it percentile, or mathematics, engineering, and scientific mathematics, we call it percentile. We call it percentile values. Percentage values. Percentage values. And these percentage values are in square. We have a symbol for chi-square. So this one for what? For a chi-square. Chi-square. So we call it chi-square distribution. This is very important part. Chi-square distribution. In exams will be given this. At University of Dar es Salaam, this we call it, this table we call it values of what? Of F 0.05, and also at the first or the numerator, where we have numerator, the ratio of degree of freedoms in numerator and denominator. So this is degree of freedoms of numerator, and this is degree of freedoms of denominator. So this is how we call it in the University of Dar es Salaam. In exams, as I said, that will be given these tables. So we need to have them when we are learning this course or this module. So table 4.7, this is 95s. So it's called 95s percentile. So this table 4.7 is called 95 percentiles, plural, percentiles for the distribution. Oh, excuse me, let me do the minor correction. This we don't call like this. This at the University of Dar es Salaam we call it values of chi-square at probability values or at its error, and then degree of freedom. So this 4.7 or 95 percentiles for the F distribution, for the F, capital F distribution. The F distribution. At University of Dar es Salaam, this table, we call it values of what? Of F 0.0, and even in other universities, we call it values of F 0.01, means this is the error, and hence you have two degree of freedoms, the degree of freedom for numerator and the degree of freedom for denominator. Right? That is table 4.7. I have all of those tables and I will show you. Okay? So again, so you have table 4.8. Table 4.8, this one we call it 99s. 99s percentiles. 99s percentiles for the F distribution. The F distribution, and this at the University of Dar es Salaam, we call it values of F, and we have what? Values of F, excuse me, this is values of F 0.05, and this is F values of F 0.01, and then we have degree of freedom 1 as numerator, and also we have degree of freedom 2 as denominator. Okay, so that is the eight reference material that you need to master this course or this module. Hence, let me present to you the 9th reference material that you need. You need also to have past papers. Okay, past papers for what? For test 1, the previous students, before you pursue the course. Also should have past papers for the tutorial sheet, means tutorial sheet. Some of the tutorial sheets provided by the lecture, particular lecture. Then you should have also the past assignments. Questions of the past assignments for you to refer and know how questions are offered. And then you can have past papers for that is being prepared for as a UE, university exam, or final exam, some of the institutions that we call FA, abbreviations of E, and all of these basically of your college or of your institution or of your university. So look at least the past papers for 4 past years. Okay? And then the 10th material that you need also scientific calculator. There are various scientific calculator might be used which are original, but I recommend Casio FX, F9, yes, FX, function 991, and then MS. This is the scientific calculator that I recommend. You have to make sure that it is original, right? This is the appearance. So it means that if you close it, to use this the back, and this the front, this the back. So you open it clearly. This the cover, and this the scientific calculator itself. This is the display. Then these are the buttons that you can use for computations. So this is the place where we read the responses of our computations. It is charged by the solar, it's powered by the solar, but also at the back of the cover we have list of constants, which are 40 constants, and we have also 40 conversions of the units from calorie, maybe calorie, you want to convert calorie to joules, maybe you want to convert maybe kilopascal to maybe 1 bar per meter square, you want to convert temperature from Fahrenheit to degrees centigrade, so it can help you. So even in case of this statistic, we have some of the statistical function which will be used on learnings are not actually well visible because I'm using the there's a dust of paper, but you'll see some of the statistical. For example, see this is the, you find that F sums, F variance, S variance, for example, these buttons at the top, there's a statistical function. We may use this scientific calculator to do some of the computations and some of the manipulations. So in case you don't have, or you have lost your scientific calculator, don't worry, I have thought about how can I help you to solve that problems. You can order, you can go to the descriptions of this video and then, or you watch the video which is actual that giving you the informations how you can order, how much does it cost you for the different certificate calculator like this one, how much you can order, what the shipping cost you, order it online, use the method that has been recommended for you to use, and then I will ship it in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. Right now we cannot ship internationally, but you can ship locally. So please make sure that you follow the instructions and you go into too much detail. Very important tool for the rest of your engineering life. Okay, so then the last but not least, the reference before we go to the contents of this module. I believe that you enjoy. I like engineering mathematics for undergraduate. Hopefully, I believe even yourself you like it. If you don't like, I will convince you to love it and to like it for the rest of your life, and I will convince you to use it to solve your own real life problems and even your community, or the problems exist in your community. So the 11th subtopic, the 11th reference material, you need statistical or statistics, okay, or you need notes of statistics, and these are the notes that they provide in this lecture, or you might order the hard copy, notes of statistics, right, for non-measures, non-measure, prepared by Sir Olenjolaim.